Do you feel like you're stuck in the middle a lot of times? Well, I kind of do too. Most times I want to be a different type of person around different types of friends because my friends have totally different mindsets and personalities than I would ever have or imagine. So, welcome to the teenage nightmare of trying to fit in. And these are the 5 step-by-step guides that will help you survive this year or this coming 2026 as Christ's child, because it's definitely a big struggle that it's hard for us to admit. So, let's get into it. I don't know if you guys knew this about me, but I did gymnastics. And if you did it too, you probably can really relate. And friends are actually kind of like medals because each one has a level and you get comfortable with that one friend. And then when you have a new one in a new group, you have to be totally different. You have to change your skills. You have to practice what you've learned in the past medal. And that's kind of like how friends and relationships with your friends in the groups are. And no friendship is going to be the same. And there's challenges that comes with that. So if you guys understand that, good. If you don't, let's get on to number 2. This next one is actually more about the friends who are influencing you to be someone that you never imagined yourself to be. And that is actually kind of called the trendy friend, who's kind of like a name friend, who wants everything to be name brand, like Adidas or Nike shoes. When you're feeling like you don't have Nike shoes, instead you have Puma shoes, and you're walking down the sidewalk with them, and you feel like you're an odd one because you don't have the latest Nikes, and now you feel like you have to go check your Amazon account and your bank account and see how much you can pay for those because you can't fit in if you don't have those new Nikes or the Air Forces. Like, literally. That's how it feels as a teenager. And if you are a teenager, I know you probably feel like this if you are around your friends and you want to fit in. So how I deal with that is, honestly, as a Christian, I want to talk to God about it and be like, okay, God, I really want help because I don't want to fit in with my friends. But that takes a lot of effort. And on the other hand, you want to go on your way and be like, okay, fine. I'll pay $700 to get a whole haul of clothes. Or I'll pay $90 for my newest Nikes. Or something like that. But that is honestly not a healthy relationship with your friends or with anybody you're like hanging around who's pursuing you to do that. And that is not the right motive. And honestly, at this point in my life, I feel like I struggle a lot with that because the older I get, the more I have to be respected because I want to feel respected and I want to be respectable. And if I am around certain types of friends that would do that, it's a bad influence because they're going to make you feel like you need to be cool. Like, that is the main priority of being a teenager, but it's not. And that's one thing that I think a lot of us are lied to. Even the ones who are telling you are being lied to by other people or just in their head. Number 3, glow up culture. So I'm going to give you guys literally a little clip of a video, and it's talking about glowing up. And I want you to see how people unravel their face every single morning. This is literally no judgment, but this is a part of glow up culture.
Good morning. Pimple patch under this mask. I'm very interested in how this will work.
These things are really unhealthy for our minds. After you see that video, it's kind of like, sometimes in the videos you actually like see like dents in their face because, you know, people are unraveling like their plastic off their face every morning. And it's kind of like sad because the reason why we have this is because teenagers, especially teen girls and teen guys too, are prone to acne more than adults or when you're 8 years old. And that's the problem. You're trying to prevent those by having glow ups and trying to get that glow up next year in 10th grade. And you're trying to fit in because if you had acne back in 9th grade, you were getting made fun of. So that year in your 2026 mind, you're thinking about, okay, I know what I'm going to do. Everybody's going to think I'm the most popular girl if I don't have any acne, if I wear the best makeup, if I'm going to do like Chanel and Gucci, like all that Dior lip gloss and like everything. And like when they ask me where I get my makeup from, I get to tell them that I spent like thousands of dollars last year before school. And that is also not a right mindset. And My dogs are barking, sorry. And so that's the thing. You don't want to have that mindset, because what happens when you get it back, when you stop your routine? It takes a lot of effort to do that whole thing. And that's a part of glow up culture. It takes a lot of effort. And just for what? Just to not have acne, just to be the most popular girl. Number 4, which is your relationship with God. See, relationship with God and the stuff that we want versus what we need, it's kind of like height. I'm 5'5", and I look short right now because the camera's up taller than me. But that's the thing. I'm about 5'5", and the thing is since our relationship with God versus our stuff is kind of like height, it's like if you want those new Nike shoes, if you want that jacket, yes, that's good. And that's not bad. But I've had to catch myself a lot putting too much focus and emphasis on that versus my relationship with God, and trying to cultivate it with like all the distractions in my life, and that could be a distraction. And so we have to balance that. Lastly, number 5, you guys might not expect it, but number 5 is music. And I used to have a friend, and my friend would tell me to listen to this artist. Like, they're like, it's awesome, it's amazing and stuff. And like, that's the thing. What if you didn't like this artist? And I feel like in my personal friendships, I feel like my friendships are based off of what I listen to in my music, who I subscribe to, what I wear, what brands do I have, how good is my style on a 1 to 10, you know? And that is a big part of friendships that plays. So in my goal in 2026, my music is going to be my art, and it's going to be the songs that I feel like I can relate to, not what other people want me to listen to. And yes, recommendation is awesome and amazing, but doing that and telling your friend like that is the best artist ever and pushing them over and over again, did you listen to them? Did you listen to them? Yes, sounds charismatic at first, but when it's an artist that you look up and you realize it's not a big deal and they just make random music and obsess, artists shouldn't be idols. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and make sure you listen to my new song Noise, because I just came out with it and I'm coming out with a new one soon. Tuning in, and make sure at the end of the video to pause and look at the scriptures that I have right here that talk about influence, and also that talk about like fitting in, so in confidence. So make sure you look at those scriptures, those 5 scriptures, and you guys could put those 5 scriptures in your prayer list and just read them every day.